the early human.
Migration routes.
Yeah. So there's a theory that people started in.
Started in Africa.
Yeah. And then they went.
They went out to other lands.
Yeah, that's it. So the last land to be populated, which was the last continent to have people?
The South America.
Yeah, that's it. So one of the ideas is that people crossed from,
From the coast,
yeah, from Asia into,
from Asia into North America.
yeah, along the coast near the ice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. And today we will read about another idea that people maybe got to America, the Americas,
Boat.
by boat. Yeah, that's it. So what do you think? Do you think people came to the Americas by boat or by the ice coastal way?
Um, Maybe by the ice coast, I think.
So what would be the challenges going that way? It would be very cold,
Uh, yes, it will be very cold, and maybe there are few food.
not much to eat, right?
Yes.
And it's a very long journey, right?
Yes.
They would travel like all the way there next to the ice and the sea, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that would be like going from maybe Shanghai all the way to the west of China, right?
Yes.
And it would be so cold, very difficult.
Yes.
How about going by ship, going by boat? What would the challenges be?
Um. Maybe the boats are not were not strong enough to against the big waves in the ocean.
Yeah, and there would be some storms, right?
Yes.
Yeah, getting food. So how do you think they got food? Did they bring a lot of food, enough for the journey?
Maybe, and maybe if they can catch some fish in the ocean.
Yeah, good. Another challenge maybe if they got sick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there would be no medicine. So you still think that the coastal route is probably the way that people did it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let's read about that today. Start here.
Scientists believe many Polynesians are descendants of an earlier group of Pacific islanders called the Lapita, who thousands of years ago began exploring the Pacific Ocean.
Good. So which people came first, the Polynesians or the Lapita?
Um, Lapita,
Yeah, that's it. Because descendants means the people who came
later,
later. Yeah, to descend, it means to
uh, down.
go down. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so it's called fantastic.
Voyage.
Good. Do you understand?
Um, that's that kind of boat.
Voyage is a kind of trip, and it's usually by sea.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, a sea trip. It could be by air too, but it's usually by sea.
okay.
So pioneer, do you think it means the first people or the last people?
Oh, the first people
Good. And then how did they
do it.
do it? Down here? See, Hawaiian canoeists race in the waters of Kauai Island using a modern version of an ancient design. So Hawaii is part of which country?
Um,
Let's take a look here on the map.
America?
Yeah, that's it. They're the island part of the US. So then
Yes.
they traveled a huge distance, right?
Yes.
Starting from maybe here and all the way to the Hawaiian Islands, right?
Yes.
Wow. And let's look at the map next. Okay, so the first thing is the early
The early coastal settlement by 30,000 BC.
BC. That's what settlement.
Settlement.
Yeah, that's it. BC, it means before zero.
Okay.
So this year is 2025, right?
Yes.
30,000 BC is how many years ago?
Three. 32. 32,025.
Yeah, that's it. Long time ago.
Yes.
So that's the brown color, that brown line there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. And then the next color, blue.
Limit of Lapita colonization about 800 BC.
Yeah, so that's how many years ago?
2825.
Yeah, that's it. So the blue line here.
Yes.
And then the Polynesians came later, before AD 1000. So AD means after zero.
Okay.
How many years ago is that?
1025.
Yeah, that's it. So in Chinese time, that would be maybe the Song dynasty, is it?
Yes.
Or the Tang, is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or the 1,000 years ago. Yeah. So let's just say it's about that time. So now you can understand it better, right?
Okay.
So then the Polynesians, they went very far, right? The farthest.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then we studied some of these islands before. Can you remember Papua New Guinea?
Yes.
Yeah, that which animals live there?
The bird.
Yeah, the birds of paradise, right?
Yes.
So some of those people that we saw in the pictures, maybe their ancestors sailed to the east, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then all the way to South America. Wow, so far, right?
Yes.
So maybe they were
Taught by
El
El
Nino.
Nino.
Yeah, so we're going to study about that in this class. And let's read it now. Okay.
A fantastic voyage. It is mid-afternoon on the island of Bora Bora in French Polynesia. Thousands of cheering uh, spectators crowd the shore to see the end of the
Waiki
Hawaii
Nuiva.
Hawaii New Viva, a challenging 130-kilometer Poly- Polynesian
Polynesian.
Polynesian Polynesian canoe race that virtually stops the nation. This is our heritage, says Manu, Manuti Owen, a former Canoe com,
Canoe.
company
Canoe champion.
canoe champion and a hero on his home island of Hawaiian. Our people came from over the sea by canoe. Sometimes when I'm out there com com competing, I try to imagine what they must have endured and the adventures they had crossing those huge distances.
Okay, good. So this paragraph is about sort of the background story, right?
Yes,
Yeah. So the people, what are they doing in the story?
uh, they are they are they are taking part in a challenging canoe race that virtually stops at the Bora Bora.
Yeah, so that means it stops the country, right?
Yes,
So everybody in that country stops to watch the
the canoe race.
canoe race. Yeah, so the people must be very
Uh, proud.
proud. Yeah, proud of their history, right?
Yes.
Heritage is kind of their
History.
history. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's read the next part. So,
Pointers of the Pacific. Um, Manatee Owens' ancestors colonized nearly every island in the South uh, Pacific. This was a remarkable feat of human navigation, comparable with humans going to the moon. Only recently have scientists begun to understand where these amazing voyages come from and how, with simple canoes and no navigation navigation in equipment, they reached hundreds of islands uh, scattered, scattered across an ocean that covers nearly a third of the globe. And this expansion into the Pacific was a was ac- was accomplished by two extraordinary civil civiliza- civilizations, the the Lapita and the Polynesia, the Polyne the
Polynesians.
Polynesians.
Yeah, very good. Well done. A lot of difficult words here.
Um,
Navigation,
navigation,
equipment,
equipment,
scattered,
scattered,
Polynesians.
Polynesians.
Yeah, that's it. So they compare this
Uh,
journey with humans.
going to the moon.
Yeah, why do you think they do that?
Because uh, these two journey are both very great and difficult.
Yeah, very good. So the navigation, that means to
Uh, to mm,
navigation, going to the something. So it's going
okay.
somewhere. If you go somewhere, navigation. So then to navigate, people use tools, right?
Yes.
Use
Uh, compass.
yeah, that's it. And in the ancient times, before compasses, maybe they used
Uh, see the stars.
the stars. Yeah, that's it. And down here in the ocean, we learned about these before, right?
Yes.
The red dots are
Uh, the volcanoes.
yeah, so maybe they could have used the volcanoes to navigate, right?
Yes.
Help them to know where they're going. Okay, great. Okay, good. Keep going now. From about 1300 to 800 BC, the Lapita.
The Lapita people colonized islands that stretched over millions of square kilometers, including the Solomon Islands,
Vanuatu.
Vanuatu, Fiji,
Caledonia.
New Caledonia, and Samoa.
Yeah.
Samoa. Then, for unknown reasons, they stopped. There was an There was an interval of around 1,000 years before the Polynesian civili- civilization, descendants of the Lapita, launched a new period of exploration. They outdid the Lapita with unbelievable feats of navigation. They expanded the boundaries of their world until it was many times the size of that explored by their ancestors. Their colonies included the Cook Islands, French Polynesia, French Polynesia, uh,
Why?
Hawaii, Hawaii, and Easter Island, even eventually reaching South America around AD 1000.
Okay, good. Very good. Good job there. Okay, let's look at the paragraph together now. So then the people, the Lapita came first, right?
Yes.
Yep. And then they stopped. We don't know why, right?
Yes.
So there was an interval. What do you think that means?
That means they do that again.
So here's the interval.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of, interval is kind of like a,
break.
yeah, a stop, a break, right?
Yes.
An interval of 1,000 years. So what do you think happened? What happened here?
Maybe there are few people, so they want to just live a safe life.
Yeah, maybe they settled there.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe the weather changed, the climate changed.
Oh, yes.
Maybe it became too hot or too cold.
Yes.
Or maybe they became sick.
Oh, yes.
Maybe. And then, so the next people were the Polynesians.
Polynesians.
They started the exploration again, right?
Yes.
So then the Polynesians outdid the Lapita. Does that mean to do worse or do better?
Do better.
Better, good. And then their colonies, their new lands, included all these places. Hawaii
Yeah.
is part of.
Part of America.
Yeah, that's it. And Easter Island has those statues.
Oh, okay.
Easter Island. So if we look on the map, see where that is. Easter Island is way over there, right?
Oh, yes.
So we know for sure that they got this far, right?
Yes.
Is a fact, right?
Yes.
So if they got that far, maybe they could have made it.
Much more far.
Yeah, let's look at it on the map. So then it started here, the ancient people, right?
Yes.
And then here, then there was the
interval.
interval. So people stopped here for how long?
For 1,000 years.
And then their descendants went all the way over
the Easter Island.
Yeah, so if we think about the distance from here to there, and then if we put it over there, like it's going to South America is not that much further, right?
Yes.
So if they could go that far, is a good chance that they could have went the rest of the way, right?
Yes.
Right. So it's possible that the people came to the Americas by
By boat.
by boat, and maybe not by land, by the northern way, right?
Yes.
Or maybe both. Maybe people came both ways.
Yes, maybe.
And we are down. Where do we stop? Here, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's keep going. How did they do it?
There is one stubborn question for which archaeology was yet to provide any answers. How did the Lapita and earlier Polynesian pioneers accomplish a feat that is
Analogous.
analogous to a moon landing? Little evidence remains to help us understand their remarkable sailing skills. Unfortunately, no one has found an intact Lapita or earlier Po- Polynesia
Canoe.
canoe that might reveal the sailing
Techniques.
techniques used, nor do the oral histories and traditions of later Polynesians offer an insight as to how their ancestors navigated areas of open ocean thousands of kilometers wide without becoming lost. All we can say for certain is that the Lapita had canoes that were capa- uh, capable of ocean voyage, voyage, and they had the ability to sail them, says Geoff Irwin, a professor of archaeology at the University of Auckland. Nonetheless, scientists have some theories about the secret of these explore, explorers' successes.
Successes. Yeah, good. So, yeah, the two C's, right?
Yes.
So when the C is followed by O, so here we have CCO, is a K sound
Oh,
because it's an O. When the C
okay.
is followed by E, then it's a kind of S sound, right?
Yes.
So this word is accomplish.
Accomplish.
This is successes.
Successes.
Yeah, so the CC sound depends. So then think about um, this word. So this,
Accident.
yeah, so if it's a CCI or a CCE, is an S sound, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but if it's an O or what's the other one? Let's just use O. If it's an O, we use a
K.
K sound. So say the three words now.
Accident. Accomplish and successes.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, good. So again, techniques.
Techniques.
Good. And the rest was good. Oh yeah, archaeology.
Archaeology.
So, yeah, archaeology. What do archaeologists study about?
They study about the history that long ago.
Yes, that's it. So there's a stubborn question. Stubborn. Let's look at that. Stubborn. Yeah.
It's difficult to fix or deal with.
Yeah, that's it. Stubborn question. How did they accomplish this kind of do it, right?
Yes.
That is analogous. Can you get that one? Analogous.
It means they are similar.
Yeah, that's it. Little evidence. So that means they don't have evidence, right?
Yes.
So what would be good evidence for them to have?
Maybe the impasse. And maybe a map.
Maybe a map, maybe a boat, right?
Yes.
Good. No one has found an
Intact.
canoe. The canoe is the boat.
It is complete.
Yeah. So if they found an intact boat, they could study the boat, right?
Yes.
Good. So if a history is oral, that means it is
Uh, it's a collection and study of broken memories, stories, and songs.
yeah, it's just spoken.
Oh, okay.
It's history that wasn't written
Written down.
down. Yeah, that's it. So if history is oral, it's more difficult for the
Archaeology.
to study, right?
Yes.
Yep. And ability to learn and have theories. Great. Okay, let's keep going now. Sailors have always relied upon the trade winds.
Winds that blow steadily and in predictable directions over the ocean's surface. Anyone knows that the Lapita's expansion into the Pacific was westward against against the steady trade winds, sailing against the sailing against the wind. He argues may have been the key to their success. They could sail out for days and on into the unknown, secure in the knowledge that if they didn't find anything,
Okay, let's just read this one again.
uh, eastward,
Yeah, so that means they were traveling to the
to the east.
Yeah. Down here. So let's just put this up here and start it from here again. So he says the wind may have been the
Key to their success.
that was important for them, right?
Yes.
They could sail out for days into the
Unknown.
secure means
Safe.
yeah, that if they
Didn't find anything, they could turn around and catch a swift ride home on the trade winds.
so try to understand that carefully. The quote there starts there and there is a quote, right?
Yes.
So they could sail out for many days into the unknown, safe that they could
Turn around and catch a swift ride home on the trade winds.
yeah. So the trade winds are these winds. Here is it? Let me
Oh,
think. the
I
winds
think I
that,
knew that.
yeah, the trade winds. So we see them here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so they're always blowing. They're almost always blowing in the
Yes.
same direction, right?
Yes.
But sometimes some of the trade winds can
Uh, turn around.
turn around, some of them. So that's important to remember.
Okay.
They usually blow in the same direction, but sometimes go the opposite way.
For returning explorers, successful or not, the geography of their own
Archipelagos.
archipelagos, um, a, a large group of or chain of islands.
Yeah, so can you find any archipelagos in the picture?
The 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 Hawaii.
Yeah, or maybe just there is one, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, there's another. And then some countries like Solomon Islands.
Yes.
Yeah, Philippines is a large group of islands.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's called an archipelago. So the archipelagos gave them a safety net. What does it mean?
I mean they can live a safe life there.
It kind of means when they're returning.
Um.
So think about the winds are usually blowing back, right? Usually
Yes.
the wind is blowing like that. So then the ship is, oh, we're tired, we're hungry. We can just turn around and the wind will take us back to the
Home.
archipelago, right?
Oh yes.
And then they don't need to do anything. The wind will blow them. And it's like a net, right?
Yes.
They know these islands well. So it's a safety net.
Okay.
The wind will. So usually when they go to the east, the wind doesn't help them, right?
Yes.
So it's difficult for them to go to the,
To the eastward.
yeah, or it's easy for them to come back
Western.
to the west. Yeah.
Uh, it ins it ensures that sailors wouldn't sail too far and become lost in the open ocean. Vanuatu,
Vanuatu.
Vanuatu, Vanuatu, for example, is a chain of islands of 800 kilometers long with many islands within sight of each other. Once sailors hit that string of islands, they could find their way home.
Way home because they're like getting turned around, right?
Yes,
Then the islands will like, catch them, right?
yes.
Yeah, that's it. Any question there?
No.
Okay. So those are the
Trade wind.
right, archipelagos.
Archipelagos.
So this paragraph here just kind of gives more detail. So we'll skip that and we'll go to El Nino.
Nino. Um, this theories rely on one unproven point that the Paleta and earlier Polynesian had mastered the skill of sailing against the wind.
So sailing, you understand?
Um, it means to travel.
Yeah, so a boat, the boat has a sail.
Okay.
Use the sail and the wind will help you, right?
Yes.
So if you're sailing against the wind, then is that easy or difficult?
Difficult.
Difficult. If you master something, you're very,
Good at it.
yeah, good at sailing into the wind, right?
Yes.
using a technique called tacking.
Okay. Rather than give all the credit to their bravery and technique, uh, although a dancer of the Australian National University thinks that they might also have been lucky, helped by a rather phenomenal pa- uh, uh,
Phenomenon.
pheno- phenomenon known as El Ninos.
El Nino. So then sailing, how can people sail into the wind? It seems to be impossible, right?
Yes,
So they mentioned tacking.
yes,
So then here somebody is sailing to the north, right?
yes,
So they are sailing against the wind, right?
yes.
But what they do is they sail a little bit to the,
Uh, East,
and so the wind is kind of pushing the boat to the
eastern part,
east. Then they move the sail and they sail a little bit to the
west.
west, and they just keep doing that, right?
Oh, okay.
And that shape is called,
Tatting,
yeah, there's a word for it. It's called zigzag.
zigzag.
Yeah, go a little bit right, little bit left, little bit east, little bit west.
Okay.
Zigzag. Zigzag. Do you think it's easy to do this tacking?
It's not easy.
No, you need to keep moving the sail all the time, right? Yeah, and then the wind could be very strong and the boat could turn around and maybe you get lost, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you think that they use this tacking to go all the way to South America?
Um, um,
All the way, zigzagging all the way.
I think maybe, maybe,
Maybe it would be
maybe,
difficult, right? It
yes,
would be very difficult, right?
yes,
So, which way would be easier? Go the tacking or maybe the land bridge would be easier, right?
yes,
To go by the ice way would be easier than tacking, maybe.
yes.
So then maybe they say that they are helped by El Nino. So what is El Nino?
Um,
Let's read it. So
El Nino occurs in the Pacific Ocean when the surface water temperature is unusually high. It disrupts world weather in a variety of ways. One of its effects is to cause trade winds in the South Pacific to weaken or to reverse direction and blow to the east.
so
Scientists
make sure you understand that carefully. The El Nino affects the trade winds. The winds get
weak,
or they even
reverse.
versus turn around, right?
Yes,
So now with El Nino, maybe the winds are very weak or maybe they even
blow to the east.
go the opposite way, right?
Yes,
Yeah, that's it. So in a normal year, the winds in the South Pacific blow to the,
west.
but in an El Nino year, blow
It blew to the east.
to the east. And last year, 2024, was El Nino.
Oh, okay.
Scientists believe that
El Nino El Nino
phenomena
phenomena were unusually frequent around the time of the Lapita expansion and again between between 1,200 and 1,600 years ago, when the early Polynesians began their even more distance voyages. Uh, Anderson believes that the Lapita may have taken advantage of trade winds blowing east instead of west, thereby voyaging far to the east without any knowledge of tacking uh, techniques.
Yeah.
techniques.
Very good. Try these words again now.
Voyaging.
Voyaging, that's it. Yeah, and techniques. Good. Techniques. Great. So yeah, if the years were El Nino years, then it would have been easy, right?
Yes,
Then they wouldn't need to use the
tacking.
tacking. The wind would take them all the way, right? Maybe.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, that's it. Wow. So maybe it's not so unbelievable, right?
yes,
The wind could take them all the way over there.
yes.
Okay, great. So let's try a few questions before we finish. Great job. And let me get the questions ready. Interesting, right?
Yes.
Maybe the winds took them all the way. So let's try question 1, the gist. What could be another title?
How ancient people explored the Pacific.
Yes, good. So then why is B wrong?
Because it has many parts and only one part talk about the El Ninos.
Yes, that's it. The Lapita and El Nino. And back up here. Try question 2 now.
The Lapita and the early Polynesians.
Yeah, that's it. Just say the word again.
Voyagers.
Yeah, that's it. Good. And 3.
How might El Nino have assisted earlier Pacific settlers? By reversing the direction of the trade winds.
Yeah, right. So this is the best answer, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, B maybe is a good answer. C is a better answer.
Yes.
Yeah, good. And D is wrong because why?
Because if
People just use tacking.
to against the wind.
Go against it. That's it. Question 4.
They may have been helped by El Ninos.
Yeah, that's it. And the last paragraph, we look at it while we do it. Okay, so it's still, let's read it. It remains a
mystery.
Yeah, let's read it from here. So,
however, as Professor Irwin puts it, whatever you believe, it's really fascinating part of this history isn't the method they used, but their
Motives.
motives. The Lapita, for example, didn't need to pick up and go. There was nothing forcing them, no overcrowded homeland. They went because they wanted to go and see what was over the horizon.
Yeah, that's it. So your motive is why you do something.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still a mystery. Why did the people do these things? What were their motives? We don't know.
Yes.
So then, what do you think the question 5?
Um, the Lapita was motivated motivated by a curiosity about new places.
Yeah, that's it. They were motivated.
Yes.
Motives. Curiosity.
Curiosity.
So if someone is curious, that means they want to
No.
know more about something. Yeah. So maybe the people went because
They went to go and see what was over the horizon.
yeah, that's it. So the horizon is the
The line where the water and the
so let's look at
shore.
it. I think I have a picture for that. 5B. No, I forgot to take it. Okay, let's get it here. Horizon line. So we can say that here maybe. So yeah, you can kind of get it, right?
Yes.
Here is the horizon line, and here is the horizon line. And where is the horizon line here?
Uh, is here.
Correct. There's a line, right?
Yes.
So which one is it? The water and the shore, or the earth and the sky?
On the earth and the sky.
Yeah, that's it. So maybe the old people, they just looked at the horizon. They thought, what's over there, right?
Yes.
They're curious. Let's go there and see, right?
Yes.
Because now we have technology and books and many things, right?
Yes.
And we know that the earth is a
Is a bow.
yeah. But the old people, the ancient people, they thought that the world
Was a surface.
yeah, it was like
A flat. A flat.
flat surface. So maybe they thought they could get to the end, right? And maybe, whoa, what's over there, right?
Yes.
So maybe that line was the thing that motivated the people, right?
Yes.
To keep going. Maybe we can get to that line, right?
Yes.
So it sounds silly now, but in a long time ago, that's what they understood, right?
Yes.
That's it. The horizon line. Okay, we made it. Great. Well done. So yeah, there are a lot of difficult words in this one. Let's do them, check them again. So I say again, Polynesia,
Polynesia.
champion,
Champion.
this one again, navigation,
Navigation.
scattered.
Scattered.
Try that one by yourself.
Accomplish.
Yeah, very good. Analogous.
Analogous.
Try that one by yourself.
A technique. Successes.
Okay, the rest was good, I think. Maybe just one here. Archipelagos.
Archipelagos.
Yeah, that's it. So then can you explain the trade winds now and El Nino?
The trade winds in the south part of the southern part of the Pacific Ocean is always blow from
Usually
usually blow
from
from the eastern part to the western part.
but
But when it was a well-Ninian year, it blows from the western part to the eastern part.
yeah, that's it. So usually the trade winds blow in one direction, but sometimes they
turn around.
yeah, that's it. And the trade winds, they affect many things like the weather, the climate, right?
Yes.
That's it. So yeah, last year was a very, very hot year, right?
Yes.
And when it's a El Nino year, the weather is usually hotter.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of the things are the winds. And another thing that it affects is the climate, the weather.